EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. In Monday Night Prime Time is underway. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Jake's at a one-stop. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar off the play fake. To the left side, caught by Andrews. This gets forward to around the 29. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Jackson now on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Isaac to Sloan, complete. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Goff on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running it with David Montgomery. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They motion the tight end over. Goff now on 3rd down. Throwing deep for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
On 4th down, gone. Downfield, and Sloan has it. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's another for it. And he can't punch it in. Man, the defense punches back, sticks him at the 2.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. First down, here's Lamar. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Throwing again is Lamar. They'll set up the screen for Henry. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the pistol, Henry. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They've got a man in motion. Play fake, Jackson. Got a man downfield, it's Bateman. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. It's completed right side. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action here with Goff. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The best defenses you can go look at through the decades are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion here. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Now here he goes. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Looking to throw, Jackson. It's inside the 10. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Now here's Lamar. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Luke knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Greg Reynolds to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Out of the shotgun. Goff connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to Sloan. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play action with Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Odafe Owe with the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the Jets sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Again, left side for Gibbs. And he's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by the only safety picked in the first round this year, and that's Malachi Starks.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Goff setting the throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To number 87, Sam Laporta. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Goff back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone.
Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
14, Ravens 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down, ball at the 36. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go. And again, it's Jackson. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Ravens 17, Lions 14.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Off play action, Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Gibbs now from the gun. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jair Alexander with the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Receiver in motion, headed right. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Juke the defender. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, ball at the 36. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Goff on 3rd. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. In off to Gibbs from the gun. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Play action here with Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
21. Ravens 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Textbook pitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play fake with Jackson. That's incomplete on 2nd down. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Play fake, Jackson. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar out of the pistol. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Ravens 24, Lions 21.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
When you see play action, do all you can to put your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the 32. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
To Sam Laporta. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
28. Ravens 24.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Henry on 2nd. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
The left side caught by Andrews. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Pistol snap to Jackson. He's got Andrews. And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
31. Lions 28.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Lions, about set to begin their drive. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That one's incomplete over the middle. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
They kick the running back in motion. To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Hits him on the out route. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. They're going to throw again. Goff. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, Goff. Hits his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get you back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Goff now on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Hill now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And 35 seconds isn't a ton, but it is enough to muster up a little something. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Bateman on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Again, it's Jackson to the air. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Jackson yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Another look for him, Brock. And, hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. And my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And again, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Lamar throwing again. He's running for it. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Reynolds with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Tesla there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
It's on target to Williams. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Lions.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming right is Gibbs. Has room inside the 25. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 31.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ali to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. They'll send their tight end right. They go play fake with Jackson. Finds his fullback. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches. Lamar's going to keep this one. Jukes one defender. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Jackson throwing here. Short pass brought in. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Going to the ground again on first. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line.
17 yards.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a second down.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie this game up.
38-all.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. First and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 38.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Andrews snags another one. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Flying down the middle of Henry. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, these are what I call the body blows. It's not a home run. It doesn't deliver a chunk play, but it's these runs of 1 to 5 that keep you on schedule and take a little bit of steam out of that defense.
From the gun, Jackson. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up after hitting Pater in the 3rd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Reynolds with a return. This makes it up to the 25. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Goff taking off with it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Goff out of the gun on 3rd. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. They go play action with Goff. Able to find right. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield strike. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off play action, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're going to throw again. Goff. He longs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete to Sloan. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 3rd quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 45.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Jackson off the play action. Steps up and he's running with it. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
This option play now on 2nd down. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy in that end zone. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Baltimore first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Changing it up here, Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. And this is near the 1st down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Travis Jones on the stop.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Gibbs. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Gone. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only 1 off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 52.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ali to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. 1st down throw for Jackson. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Henry. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They run it with King Henry. He cuts it back right. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now trail by just a point in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Reynolds with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Gibbs. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Man in motion, headed right. Goff on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on fourth down. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They've got first down from the 31. They send a tight end in motion. Lamar off the play fake. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. He finds Bateman on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Putting a receiver in motion. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down from the red zone. Complete to Henry on the check down. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Jackson keeping it himself. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
66. Lions 59.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The offense headed out now for Detroit. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On the draw, this is Gibbs. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap here to go. Intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
14 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Ravens go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, it was just a couple years ago where we saw those running backs get to the market and not get their money. Well, a performance like this is how you get paid. You show you can do it in a multitude of ways. Catch one for a touchdown through the air, and pound 3 of them on the ground for 6.
PAT effort coming up.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Ravens 73. Lions 59.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. Escapes a defender. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
And the Lions 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Again, Goff. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Ravens will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defense preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge, huge results for your team.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 40-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. RPO here. Quick throw, grabbed by Flowers. Now he's past the 25. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense returning to the field. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First down throw from Goff. Hits his running back. Jukes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Lions the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Goff to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense